First, we got to do the highlights. Bulls and Heat hooking up in Miami. LeBron James getting the MVP award. Before game one, Derrick Rose sitting out. Kirk Heinrich also sitting with a calf injury. Luol Deng laid up in the hospital, but you know the Bulls, next man up. Heat 8 days since their last game, game 4 against the Bucks. The Bulls eliminated Brooklyn just on Saturday. But Miami came out looking rusty. James with a bad pass. Chris Bosh can't handle it. Jimmy Butler with the block there. Heat with a 15-point first quarter. Their fewest points in the first quarter of this season. They're the fewest in a playoff first quarter since the Big Three got together. All right, so let's check out Nate Robinson. Mario Chalmers gets blocked. James and Nate Robinson dive after the loose ball. They collide on the floor, and James actually lands on Robinson's head. Robinson went to the locker room for stitches, but he returned in the second half because, well, everybody's got to play for the Bulls now. When he returned in the third, Robinson knocks down the three. 3 for 8 on threes for him, and then Robinson gives it to Joe Kim. He's like, dude, you can do more with it than I can. Robinson, 13 points in the third. Bulls down 4 after 3, though. Now, LeBron James had a special MVP sneaker before the game. They're very colorful. As you can see, wore them for the first half, but he scored just 2 points in the first half. So we've got a shoe adjustment. Changed into the sneakers he usually wears. Let's check it out. Fourth quarter, James. Big finish and the foul. He shot 8 for 17 in the Heat up 4. Just over 7 minutes to play. Dwayne Wade with a steal. Up ahead to James. Now, Jimmy Butler, when it's a playoff foul, you wrap him up and make sure he doesn't get the bucket. Problem is, he still gets the bucket. You need a stronger wrap than that. Bulls come back. They're down 2, under 4 minutes to play. Butler, 3-ball. Bang, bang, bang. The Bulls 7 for 18 on threes as a team. Bulls up by 1, and Rose up off the bench. Easy on that ACL now. Just over 2 minutes to play. Bulls down 3. Marco Bellinelli misses, but look at Noah get the rebound. They get it back to Bellinelli, and this time, yes, sir. Take another look at Noah. So much effort on every possession, offense and defense. Game tied at 86. Ensuing Heat possession. Chris Bosh, no, sir. Bulls get the rebound. Late fourth, Robinson taking over. We put the Sportscenter scope on him. Mario Chalmers fights under the screen. They don't switch, and Robinson knocks down the jumper. The Bulls scored 35 points in the fourth quarter. After Dwayne Wade missed under a minute to play, Sportscenter scope once again. This time Ray Allen switches to defend Robinson on the screen, and Robinson will take that matchup all day. Calls off Noah's, I don't need a screen. I'm just going to blow right by him, and he does. Robinson with 27 points, 9 assists. The Heat bench stunned. Bulls up 4. They're on a 10-0 run. Ensuing Heat possession, they go to James. Air ball. And the Bulls get the rebound. LeBron James, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. But it's not enough. Bulls win it 93-86 to snatch away home court in game 1. Dwayne Wade with 14 points. But that was it for double figures for the Heat. Chris Bosh, 3 for 10 in this game as the Heat shoot 40% as a team. Chicago, you may remember, ended Miami's 27-game win streak during the regular season. They end a 12-game win streak now because, well, defense and effort travel well, and they got Nate Robinson.
It's a big special win. You know, we did this for a while. Lou was out. He's been sick. You know, he's been hurting. And we just came in playing together, man, and no excuses. That's what we got in the room, in the locker room, saying no excuses. I'll play through whatever. It doesn't matter, man. I just love the game for what it is. God bless me with a lot of heart and no height, and I'll take that any day.
The character that we believe that we have, it's all about being tough. You know, we're always going to be the underdogs, and we take pride in that. You know, everybody can overlook us, but we feel like we're good enough to hang with a lot of these teams.
We're not making any excuses for time off or anything else. We're up 4, regardless of how we played. Going into the fourth quarter, they exploded for a 35-point quarter in the fourth, and you know, obviously that's not going to get it done on our home court in the playoffs.
This is what the playoffs is all about. We're going against a really good team, and we know that. So, you know, we'll prepare tomorrow and get ready for game 2.
Bulls and Heat. You know, don't be stunned. You know, it's a war. We lost the battle. We have to regroup and do a better job.
So Miami already under pressure to get a win after just 1 game in the second round. But remember, they lost the first game against Oklahoma City in the finals last year, came back and won that one. Bulls trailed by 3 in the final minutes Monday, but they scored the final 10 points to steal game 1. Robinson scored 7 of the Bulls' final 10 points. LeBron James 0 for 2 in the final 2 minutes. And Kurt Rambis joins us now for more on Bulls Heat. Kurt, was this an aberration? Can Chicago do this enough to extend this series and maybe even win it?
You know, it's a possibility. I think Miami's going to play much better in the future games of this series, but you got to give Chicago a lot of credit in this ball game. Coming off a very tough series against the Brooklyn Nets, they came out prepared and played a very physical, nasty defensive game and took away all of the confidence of the Miami Heat. The Heat are normally a very aggressive, basket attacking team, and they just could not penetrate the Chicago Bulls defense to open up any scoring opportunities inside, let alone to get easy scoring opportunities outside.
Miami shooting 40% for the game, but they're a veteran team. They lost game 1 of the finals last year, came back and won. But what adjustments do they need to make for game 2?
They got to do a much better job of attacking Chicago's defense. They just did too much standing around. Better ball movement, changing sides of the floor, much more aggression from LeBron James and Dwayne Wade in terms of collapsing the Chicago Bulls defense and getting easier scoring opportunities off of that ball movement. Plus, they got to do a much better job of controlling the glass when it comes to blocking out the Chicago Bulls. Chicago Bulls got 9 offensive rebounds for 17 points, and the Miami Heat cannot afford to allow Chicago those easy scoring opportunities.
Right, who would have thought we'd be saying the Heat under pressure in game 2 of round 2, but here we are. Kurt, thanks for the knowledge.
Chris Paul said that the Heat-Bulls series is a war, but Monday we lost the battle by making a lot of mistakes, having too many defensive lapses, and allowing them to convert wide-open shots. Now, LeBron James, the newly minted MVP who scored 2 of his 24 points in the first half, was asked if he was stunned to lose Game 1 against a depleted Bulls team.
I'm not stunned. This is what the playoffs is all about. We're going against a really good team, and we know that. So, you know, we will prepare tomorrow and get ready for game 2.
When you lose, you have frustration, and losing at home especially. But, you know, we had our opportunities. We had our chances. You want to defy the odds and not come out sluggish, but we did. The fourth quarter was uncharacteristic of a Miami team, giving up 35 points in the fourth. But, you know, this team came in and they grinded and they won it.
There's no excuses. We're not making any excuses for time off or anything else. We're up 4, regardless of how we played going into the fourth quarter. Give them credit because they exploded for a 35-point quarter in the fourth. And, you know, obviously that's not going to get it done on our home court in the playoffs.
After the game, I asked the happy Joakim Noah for his thoughts on LeBron's performance. Noah told me that he thought LeBron was trying to be too much of a playmaker to start the game, but he expects LeBron and the rest of the Big Three to be more aggressive in Game 2. In Miami, I'm Josina Anderson, ESPN.
I know you want that shirt and jacket that Wade had on, but you're going to have to find out where to buy it on your own.
I already own it.
Bulls might have the formula to beat the Heat. Since the Big Three formed in 2010, 2011, the Bulls have the best record of any team versus the Heat. In their last 2 wins, the Bulls have tempered LeBron James while beating the Heat up on the boards and defending the 3 extremely well.
157 feet Cleveland beats.
Number 8, Bulls and Heat, LeBron James. Joakim Noah tried to get there, but